Who would ever have thought that West Ham's only senior striker, who has hamstrings thinner than a human hair, would not pass a fitness test, and West Ham would have to play Jesse Lingard in a false 9, with Jarrod Bowen and Manuel Lanzini interchanging, and go 5 at the back against bottom of the league, and win 3-0? Who would have thought that would happen? Who could ever have predicted it? Well, I'm not mad. Top 4. Play the Champions League anthem. Well, it seems like Champions League's becoming more and more of a reality now. West Ham are in the top 4 thanks to the 3-0 win over Sheffield United at the London Stadium. Just for the time being, though, because I've got the Newcastle game on my phone, Newcastle versus Chelsea, and I'm hoping that Newcastle win this. So please, lads, do me a favour, okay? Let's get West Ham into Europe. Because results have already gone our way. Fulham beating Everton was a blessing. That was a good thing. Man City beating Spurs, good thing. Liverpool losing, that's why we're in the top 4. So let's take advantage of other teams helping us out. And, well, we did it today. Beating Sheffield United 3-0. Very well deserved win for the Hammers. Job done as far as I'm concerned. Starting lineup for West Ham, when you look at it initially, you think, oh, what? Why? What's the point of being alive? Because you saw that starting lineup and you'd say, why is 5 at the back a thing for this game? Why is Ben Rama dropped? And why is Lanzini starting when he had a bad game against West Brom? I know it's Lanzini's birthday today, but is that the sole reason why I should start? No, performance over birthday. I think that's a general rule. And up front, it seemed like there'd be Bowen, Lingard, Lanzini all mixing and matching. Mind you, 5 at the back thing means that Souček can attack more and doesn't have to rely on his defensive duties as such. But 5 at the back against Sheffield United didn't make sense on paper. We're lucky that Sheffield United are slow as hell up top and have 2 33-year-old plus strikers up top that are getting their goals. No Berger and no Fleck for them. I saw that starting 11 and I was genuinely nervous. I had this sinking feeling in my stomach that West Ham would somehow ruin this and then end up getting a win against Spurs when the Sheffield United game was what counted more. So I did have a lot of nervousness in me prior to this game. And I was thinking the worst could happen. Here are some words that you don't hear a lot these days. West Ham got a penalty. A penalty. Yeah, Declan Rice free kick, saved by Ramsdale, and in the build-up to that, Craig Dawson's fouled. I'm thinking, oh, penalty West Ham. Wow, first one this season. After how many weeks? After how long? But penalty. Chance to score very early on in the game. VAR. Oh, Dawson's offside. Really? Rice could have had a goal there. So yeah, thanks VAR. Yeah. Serene 0-0. And as a result of that, West Ham had to find another way to score. I would say that West Ham did really well in the first half in the midfield. I know that Lingard was really good in that first half. He was absolute mustard. Oh my goodness, he bossed it so well. His pace, the way he's getting past Sheffield United players, he was bossing the wing and the middle. Really good performance from J-Links today. We need to sign him up permanently at this rate. Apparently it's worth 10 to 15 million. Why aren't we going to take advantage of that and sign him up? I would be doing something right now and getting Lingard signed on a permanent deal. If not now, end of the season. He's got to come in. After today's performance especially, he justifies why he should be permanently signed. What a first half from Lingard. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Lingard had a shot on target. He fired at Aaron Ramsdale. But Lingard's statistics were very, very satisfying to see. I read these somewhere on Twitter. 77% passing accuracy, 1 shot on target at this point. That is amazingly good. And that shows how dominant he was in that first half. Yes, Sheffield United did threaten from corners. They threatened from a few crosses. No one was really getting heads on anything. Fabiański's decision-making and no fear of coming out to get the ball, were really good. His coordination, his reading of the game, excellent. And that's why he made so many important moves to deny Sheffield United. Catching balls, diving, saving. Very good first half from Fabiański. He gets a lot of plaudits in this game as well. Issa Diop was starting in this game in place of Angelo Ogbonna. He did commit 2 fouls in the first half and conceded free kicks, which were thankfully cleared away. And one such, from a free kick, one such little play, ended up resulting in a West Ham counter-attack. And it was the boys, Bowen, Lingard, Lanzini. Lingard's into the box. He's about to take his shot at goal. Chris Basham bashes into Lingard, and this is a legitimate penalty. Doesn't even need reviewing. You could tell it's definite penalty. It's quite a big hit on Lingard. No need for VAR. So Lingard and Rice are debating who takes the penalty. So Rice is the one that's going to step up. Rice versus Ramsdale. Rice puts it in. First goal of the season. 1-0 West Ham. He could have had a brace though. I mean, if the other penalty had counted, Rice would have had a brace. And his first ever brace in the Premier League. So that was the only downside to that. Other than that, West Ham were 1-0 up and went into the break winning. Łukasz Fabiański wasn't just Łukasz Fabiański. He was the goulash Gianluigi Buffon. Oh man, he was phenomenal in the opening 5 minutes. Sharp puts in a cross. It's kind of headed at goal. It's a bit deflected off of Ben Johnson, but Fabiański reads it well and tips it over. Commentators on DAZN are saying, you know, that was destined for the goal. That's a difficult save to make. Yes and no. I wouldn't say it was easy because of the deflection, but Fabiański read the ball well and punched it over. So he wasn't going to be letting any goals in. He made that clear. Sheffield United heading at the goal and heading the ball a lot from their strikers became quite a recurring theme in this game. I think Fabiański had them sussed out at this point. It just seemed like every time Sheffield United put in a cross, it's either McGoldrick or Sharp with the head on the ball. Fabiański knows what to do. He's going to catch it. Interestingly enough, Sheffield United brought on a third striker into the game. Oliver Norwood came off and Oliver McBurney came on. So an Oliver for an Oliver. McBurney, Sharp, McGoldrick up top. That was the general perception of that. So 3 strikers against our 5 at the back. Makes things a little bit more intimidating on paper. And it looked like Sheffield United could have gotten a goal given that substitution. But tables turned. West Ham were the ones that got the next goal. The Hammers blunted the blades even more. If you get the pun, I'm sure you will. Cresswell whips in the corner. Issa Diop, as he's done so many times, head on the ball. It's into the far side of the net. It's 2-0 to West Ham. Diop doing that with the celebration as he does. Deserved goal for him. He's very good from those set pieces, Diop. How many times has he scored with his header from crosses, getting down low and banging it in? Did it against Everton, did it against Liverpool last season, both of those games last season, did it here against Sheffield United. West Ham set pieces. It's so good to see West Ham take set pieces. Apart from short corners a couple of weeks ago, but forget about that, that's in the past. Cresswell, again, left-footed cross, Diop with his head on it, 2-0 to West Ham, little bit more comfortable. And after West Ham went 2-0 up, the indication was that the Hammers weren't going to try and score more goals. And Mark Noble came on in place of Manuel Lanzini. I know people might criticise that and think, well, why not make a more attacking change? But here's my theory. Sheffield United have the 3 strikers on, as we've established, right? Bring on a holding/defensive midfielder in Noble, and that is an extra kind of defensive player to stop Sheffield United. If you understand what I'm saying there, that's just my thinking behind that substitution. So it did make sense to me. Again, Fabiański catching a header from McGoldrick. And again, Lingard on that wing, bombing it. Getting past defenders, getting into the box, forcing Ramsdale into another save. Conceding a corner. Jesse Lingard, take my hat off to him. He has been phenomenal since he joined us, and he was phenomenal on the night against Sheffield United. Excellent performance from Lingard. And he got a little bit tired later on, and he came off in place of Saïd Benrahma. But Jesse, man of the match performance, mate. You absolutely beautiful man. That is the kind of threat we need. And him in the false 9 position was good. 2 shots on goal. testing Ramsdale, making a menace in the middle. Good, solid performance from Jesse Lingard. 10 out of 10. While I remember, I should touch on the Kofal chance. He goes one-on-one with Ramsdale. Jarrod Bowen is next to him. Kofal wants to get his first goal in the Premier League. I get that. He hesitated just a nanosecond before he was about to shoot, and Ramsdale saved it. I would have personally passed that to Bowen. Bowen was very open there, and that could have been the chance. The chance. But it wasn't the chance, because West Ham did make it 3-0 deep in the depths of injury time. Yeah, Ryan Fredericks came on in place of Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson had a really good run out today, had a good game. Fredericks comes on, scores a third goal. Said Benrahma lays it off to Fredericks, who's in the box, makes a bit of space, fires it low, narrow, past Ramsdale. It's 3-0, rounds off the night, and it's a good win for West Ham. Clean sheet. And already beaten last season's points tally. We're on 42 points now. That's 3 more than last season. And into 4th place for the time being. What's the score right now? Oh, it's 0-0, 25 minutes gone in the Chelsea-Newcastle game. Hey, top 4, given all our injuries and everything that's going on right now, it's amazingly good. It's fantastic. It's something that you have to clap at. Don't forget, we have a narrow team that has had a narrow budget spent on it. And look where we are. That's credit to David Moyes. That's credit to these players. Individuals today were good. Lingard, amazing. Fabiański, Goulash Gianluigi Buffon. That's his new nickname, by the way. I'm taking that. Who else was good? Stofal, really good. Rice scored his first goal of the season. Diop got his first goal of the season. Benrahma did quite well when he came on. But Lingard and Fabiański take all of the praise for me. Excellent job by the pair. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Aftermath. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Tottenham are up next. I'm excited for that one, even though I've got to get up at the crack of dawn for it my time. Can't wait to play Spurs. Should be an absolute spectacle. I'm going to be doing opposition uncovered for that. I'll throw another over to you this week if I get time. And of course, Aftermath is going to follow the Spurs game. Take care for now. I'll see you all soon.